Tanks were the ultimate symbols of power on the battlefields of World War II. From the frozen plains of the Eastern Front to the deserts of North Africa, these armoured machines determined the fate of battles and, ultimately, entire campaigns. Some tanks struck fear into enemy crews with their formidable firepower, while others overwhelmed opponents through mobility, numbers, and tactical versatility. The deadliness of a tank wasn't determined by armour thickness or gun calibre alone. Factors like crew skill, tactical deployment, mechanical reliability, and production numbers often dictated whether a tank could dominate the battlefield or falter under pressure. Some German heavy tanks like the Tiger and Panther were technological marvels but costly and prone to mechanical failure. In contrast, Allied tanks such as the T-34 and Sherman leveraged sheer numbers and battlefield adaptability to turn the tide of war. In this video, we explore 10 of the most deadly tanks of World War II, examining their specifications, battlefield performance, and historical impact. From legendary German Panzers to iconic Soviet and Allied designs, these machines were more than just weapons. They were game changers in armoured warfare, leaving an indelible mark on military history. The Tiger I is perhaps the most iconic German tank of World War II, renowned for its formidable 80mm KWK-36 gun and exceptionally thick armour. Introduced in 1942, it was designed to dominate the battlefield, capable of destroying enemy tanks at long ranges where most Allied vehicles could not respond effectively. Its presence on the battlefield was as much psychological as physical. The Tiger inspired both fear and respect among soldiers who faced it. But the Tiger was not without its drawbacks. Its complex design and mechanical unreliability often led to breakdowns, and it was expensive and time-consuming to produce, limiting the number deployed. Despite these limitations in the battles it did fight, from the Eastern Front to Normandy, the Tiger proved a formidable opponent, often tipping the balance of engagements in favour of German forces. The Tiger I's combination of lethal firepower, armour protection, and battlefield prestige made it one of the deadliest tanks of World War II, a true symbol of German armoured might and technological ambition. The Panther tank, introduced in 1943, was Germany's response to the increasing effectiveness of Soviet T-34s on the Eastern Front. It combined excellent firepower, strong frontal armour, and impressive mobility, making it one of the most well-rounded tanks of the war. Armed with the 75mm 42 gun, the Panther could penetrate most Allied and Soviet medium tanks with relative ease, allowing it to dominate in both defensive and offensive operations. Despite its battlefield prowess, the Panther faced challenges. Early models suffered from mechanical reliability issues, and its complex design made production slower than simpler tanks like the T-34 or Sherman. Nevertheless, in skilled hands, the Panther proved devastating, particularly in engagements in Eastern and Western Europe, where it often outmatched numerically superior enemy forces. The Panther's lethal combination of firepower, protection, and mobility cemented its reputation as one of the deadliest tanks of World War II, a testament to German engineering and battlefield innovation. The T-34 is widely regarded as one of the most influential and deadly tanks of World War II. Introduced in 1940, it featured sloped armour, a powerful 70.2mm gun, later upgraded to 85mm, and exceptional mobility, making it highly effective against German forces on the Eastern Front. Its combination of firepower, protection, and speed allowed it to outmaneuver heavier German tanks while absorbing significant punishment on the battlefield. Beyond its technical specifications, the T-34's mass production was a critical factor in its effectiveness. Thousands were built, allowing the Soviet Union to overwhelm German forces by sheer numbers. Its simplicity, reliability, and adaptability made it a game-changer in key engagements such as the Battle of Moscow, Kursk, and Stalingrad, where T-34 units played decisive roles. The T-34's impact extended beyond raw battlefield statistics. It became a symbol of Soviet resilience and industrial strength, proving that practical design, mass production, and tactical deployment could rival even the most advanced German armour. The IS-2 was a Soviet heavy tank introduced in 1944 to counter the formidable German Tiger and Panther tanks. Armed with a massive 100 mm gun and protected by thick, sloped armour, the IS-2 was designed to punch through the heaviest German defences and lead Soviet offensives into Germany. While slower than medium tanks like the T-34, the IS-2's firepower and protection made it a formidable force in direct combat. It excelled in urban warfare and breakthrough operations, where it could demolish fortifications and engage German heavy armour with lethal efficiency. Despite its large size and weight, Soviet crews used it effectively, combining strength with tactical coordination to maximise its battlefield impact. The IS-2's introduction marked a turning point in armoured warfare on the Eastern Front, giving the Red Army a tank capable of challenging Germany's most feared armoured vehicles head-on. Its combination of raw firepower, heavy armour and battlefield presence secured its reputation as one of the deadliest tanks of World War II. The Sherman Firefly was a British modification of the American M4 Sherman tank, fitted with the powerful 17-pounder anti-tank gun. Developed to counter the threat posed by German heavy tanks such as the Tiger and Panther, the Firefly became one of the few Allied tanks capable of reliably piercing the formidable German armour. Its design combined the reliability and versatility of the Sherman chassis with a gun capable of engaging enemy tanks at long range. While not produced in large numbers compared to standard Shermans, the Firefly played a critical role in key battles, including the Normandy campaign, where it allowed British forces to neutralise German armoured strongpoints. The Sherman Firefly's impact went beyond firepower. Its presence boosted Allied morale and provided a tactical solution to Germany's armoured superiority. By turning a standard medium tank into a lethal anti-tank platform, the Firefly exemplified how innovation and adaptation could make a decisive difference on the battlefield, earning its place among the deadliest tanks of World War II. The M4 Sherman was the backbone of the Allied armoured forces during World War II. While initially outclassed by German heavy tanks in terms of armour and firepower, the Sherman's reliability, ease of production, and adaptability made it indispensable on multiple fronts. Its design allowed for numerous variants, including upgraded guns like the 76 Snowbound and the EZ-8, enhancing its effectiveness against medium German tanks. The Sherman's mechanical reliability meant it could be deployed in large numbers, overwhelming Axis forces through sheer quantity and tactical coordination. The Sherman excelled not because it was the most powerful tank individually, but because it combined versatility, mass production and tactical deployment, allowing the Allies to maintain armoured superiority across Europe and the Pacific. Its adaptability and numbers made it one of the most influential and deadly tanks of the war, proving that strategy and production could rival raw firepower. The KV-1 was a heavily armoured Soviet tank introduced in 1939, and it quickly became a nightmare for German forces during the early stages of Operation Barbarossa in 1941. Its thick armour made it nearly impervious to the standard German anti-tank weapons of the time, allowing it to dominate early encounters despite being slower and less mobile than lighter tanks. The KV-1's psychological impact on German troops was significant. It forced the Wehrmacht to develop heavier guns and specialised tactics to deal with these seemingly indestructible tanks. Its role in defensive operations during the early war years allowed Soviet forces to delay German advances, buying critical time to reinforce and reorganise. While eventually outmatched by newer German tanks, the KV-1's durability, firepower and battlefield presence secured its reputation as one of the deadliest and most influential tanks of World War II, particularly in the war's opening phase on the Eastern Front. The Churchill Mark VII was a British heavy infantry support tank, renowned for its exceptionally thick armour, making it one of the most durable tanks of World War II. Designed primarily to support infantry assaults and breakthrough operations, the Churchill could withstand significant punishment while advancing under fire. While slower than medium tanks and lightly armed compared to some German counterparts, its durability and resilience allowed it to excel in prolonged engagements and fortified positions. The Churchill Mark VII saw extensive action in Europe, particularly during the Normandy campaign, where it provided crucial support to Allied infantry and helped breach heavily defended German positions. Its combination of protection, reliability and infantry support capability made the Churchill Mark VII a formidable presence on the battlefield. It proved that survivability and specialised roles could make a tank deadly even without the highest firepower, earning it a place among World War II's most influential armoured vehicles. The Stug III, though technically a self-propelled assault gun, was one of Germany's most effective armoured vehicles during World War II. Equipped with a 75-length gun, it was primarily used in an anti-tank role, supporting infantry and defending strategic positions. Its low profile and armoured protection made it difficult to hit, while its gun could destroy most Allied medium tanks at range. Unlike conventional tanks, the Stug III relied on ambush tactics and strategic positioning, giving smaller crews the ability to outfight larger, more heavily armed opponents. The Stug III's high kill-to-loss ratio and versatility across multiple theatres, eastern and western fronts, made it a critical tool in the German armoured arsenal. Its success demonstrated that specialised design and tactical deployment could make a vehicle deadly, even if it lacked the mobility or turreted firepower of traditional tanks. The Panzer IV was the backbone of the German panzer divisions throughout World War II. Originally designed as a medium tank, it evolved into a versatile and reliable vehicle capable of performing multiple battlefield roles, from infantry support to engaging enemy armour. Later variants were equipped with the long-barrel 75mm WWII-40 gun, enabling the Panzer IV to face most Allied and Soviet tanks effectively. Its mechanical reliability, adaptability, and ease of production made it indispensable to German armoured forces, particularly as the war progressed and losses mounted. Though outclassed by the Tiger and Panther in firepower and armour, the Panzer IV's balance of reliability, versatility, and production efficiency allowed Germany to maintain armoured superiority in multiple campaigns. Its widespread deployment and battlefield effectiveness earned it a reputation as one of the deadliest and most influential tanks of World War II, shaping the course of armoured warfare. The 10 tanks explored in this video, ranging from Germany's Tiger and Panther to the Soviet T-34 and IS-2, and the Allied Sherman and Churchill, demonstrate the profound impact of armoured warfare during World War II. Each tank brought a unique combination of firepower, protection, mobility, and tactical versatility that influenced the outcomes of battles and campaigns across multiple theatres. While German tanks often excelled individually in terms of technology and firepower, their complexity and limited numbers hindered overall effectiveness. Conversely, Allied and Soviet designs leveraged mass production, adaptability, and battlefield deployment, showing that quantity, reliability, and crew skill could rival even the most advanced tanks. Specialised vehicles like the Stug III further illustrate how tactical roles can elevate a tank's battlefield significance, proving that deadliness is as much about how a tank is used as it is about its specifications. These armoured titans did more than just roll across battlefields. They shaped strategies, determined victories, and left a lasting legacy in military history. By examining these 10 formidable tanks, we gain insight into how design, production, and tactical innovation combined to make World War II one of the most mechanised and tank-centric conflicts in history.